Good Monday morning to you, my lovely people. What we're doing today is a kettlebell workout. I love kettlebells, and there is a reason behind it because they are just great, especially if you want to improve your cardiovascular system, if you want to lose weight, and if you don't have much time and you're thinking what is best to do to get the maximum out of your workout. I would say that the kettlebell is the one to go for. It challenges you greatly and you will see your result, and it's just a fun piece of equipment to work with. So what we're doing today is the only 21-minute long workout. We've got 7 exercises. We will repeat them 3 times. So let's go for a proper form with each of them. The very first one we're doing is a deadlift into a squat. So grab your kettlebell. And the way this one works, so place your feet hip width apart and rotate your toes slightly outwards. From here, when you're lifting weight from the floor, including the kettlebell, you need to make sure that your abdominal is braced, that your pelvic floor is sucked in, engaged, just literally think like you're pulling it all upwards. And then engage your back, your lats. So with that proper form, with your spine protected, we're gonna lift the kettlebell off the floor, and that is applied with every single rep. So from here, what you do, grab your kettlebell, and it is a deadlift into squat. So we're gonna be doing a deadlift, and then when you stand up, you throw your kettlebell upwards, catch it, and you squat. And then again into a deadlift, and then catch kettlebell and do a squat. Let me show you from the side. So, do a deadlift and a squat, and a deadlift and a squat, and so on. Going for 45 seconds, and then moving on to the next exercise, which is going to be a 3-1 arm swing to clean to squat. So the way you do this one is you grab your kettlebell, go with a lighter one here because you've only got one hand handling the whole weight. So from here, as always, grab onto the kettlebell, and I would say do it either in the middle or do cross grip. So step back, and from here, the kettlebell would want to move backwards as well. So this is your starting position. Then you drive with your hips. So do not swing the kettlebell with your arms. The whole power is coming from your hips. So you're driving your hips forward, and that is generating a force to swing the kettlebell. Here, make sure that you keep your neck in a nice and natural position. So do not, people tend to lose the form, especially with the higher the number of reps is, then the form is gonna suffer when you get to that high rep range. So just remember about keeping your spine, including your neck, in a neutral position. So we would want to step back, get that kettlebell, and then drive it up high. 2 and 3, and from here you catch it and you go into a squat, and then again 1, 2, 3, and catch it and go into the squat. That's it. 45 seconds of this exercise, followed by, of course, doing the same thing on the opposite side. After this, we're gonna go into frog to a back exercise. You don't need the kettlebell here. What you do, you go into a plank position. So get into plank, and from here, what you do, you need to jump and bring your legs forward, just like so. Make sure that you don't pull your hips too up high, so try to keep that body almost parallel to the ground. Then jump back, and from here, you lift one arm and the opposite leg. And then you of course do the same on the opposite side. Just like so. Carrying on for 45 seconds and then moving on to our next exercise, which is going to be a swing. So with the swing, we will be swinging with both arms. So you can grab a heavy kettlebell here. The same principle applies. What you do, you step backwards until the kettlebell will want to move with you. So that is going to give you the force for your first rep. So it's just going to generate the movement. And then drive your hips to the front, engage your glutes. So all your power is coming from your hips. And make sure that you don't squat. You don't need to squat. So the way you will realize it, if you look at yourself in the mirror, or best to record it, because when you look at yourself in the mirror, you might forget about the proper form. Better to record it or ask someone to do it for you and look how low your kettlebell is moving. So if it goes too low, that probably means that you're squatting too much. So you're going into more like a squat position, which is not needed with the kettlebell swing. What we're trying to do here is we would need to bend knees slightly, and then you would go, your kettlebell would go behind you, so your body would go closer to parallel to the ground, but you don't really squat. You're just hinging, and then you power up with your hips once again. So that is going to be a kettlebell swing. Let me just show you what it's going to look like. So step backwards, engage your abdominal, engage your pelvic floor, and go. Okay, let me just show you from the side. Okay. Just like so. Going for 45 seconds, of course, and moving on to our next exercise, which is going to be lunge to a press. So you will need one kettlebell. This exercise is quite balance challenging. So make sure that your lunges are perfect before you move into lunges with weights. Okay, so you would want to grab your kettlebell and you would want to have it, so hold the handle closer to the top. So from here, you go into a lunge, and then when you're standing up, you do a press up. And then you do a lunge again. Nice step back, nice lunge. So let me show you from the side. So you go into a lunge, and then on a standing position, and then lunge. Just like so. And of course, we're going to finish it up with the same on the opposite side. So these are all our 7 exercises. And as I said, we're going for 3 rounds, which is going to complete the full 21 minutes. So now warm up. I would say with the kettlebell, good warm up is just trying those exercises which you're going to be performing, and just start with a not with a full range of movements, but nice and gently warm up, and then go into a full range. And of course, with the actual workout, you will be paying attention to proper form and a full range of motion and a full rep completed. But warming up, just practicing exercises, is a good thing to do. So guys, warm up, and we're going to do this one together. So get ready.